What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Moon in the seventh house. So, now first, we're going to address what the moon is all about. So, the moon has to do with your emotions, your mind, and your instincts. It is the way that you feel on the deepest levels. A lot of times when you're dealing with the moon, a lot of people are not going to recognize your moon because it has to do with the inside of you, how you're feeling on an emotional level. But now the moon also is ruler to Cancer. It does rule over the fourth house in the natal birth chart. Okay, so now the moon does also represent your mom and the way that she nurtured you, the way that she cared for you, the way that she gave love to you, and also the way that you perceived her to have given you love. Okay, so the moon does represent family, ancestors, past life, things that went on in your past life, clinging on to the past, not wanting to let go of certain circumstances, situations, and crisis situations. Okay, this is all what the moon is definitely being linked to. So now the moon is actually going to show you the domestic side of your home, your early childhood, and the actual home that you grew up in. The events that went on and took place in there can be seen by the moon. So now the seventh house in the natal birth chart. It is ruled by Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. So this is a house about love. It's about partnership, marriage, commitment, long-lasting contracts that you have with somebody, bonding with somebody on the most intimate, deepest level. This is the seventh house. So now the seventh house is about one-on-one dealings. So it's going to be about contracts, and even dealing with business, signing off on documents, going to court, okay, in front of a judge. So when you're dealing with the seventh house, you have to be careful when you are reading over documents and things of that nature. Make sure things are clear, that you can fully understand and grasp what is going on. It also does represent and show enemies. All right, hidden enemies that can be a hindrance to you, come at you, come towards you, and try to disturb whatever's going on in your world and in your life. So we're going to jump into this right now. So now, these men and women, moon in the seventh house, relationships are going to be extremely important to you. And it can also be hard for these men and women to let go of relationships and attachments, friendships, intimate relationships, and even family dynamic situations, along with business dealingships. They find it hard to let go of situations when things jump off and take place. They really want to see things work through. Libra is about balance. So Libra rules over the seventh house. They want to seek out this balance. They want things to be peaceful. They want the harmony. They want the tranquility. This is what they want. Okay? But when things are getting chaotic and out of hand, they find it hard to just completely walk away from a situation and let it go. Now, this placement in general, this definitely does indicate that you have a great relationship with your mom. Your mom can be a friend and a homie to you. So your mom can definitely be the type of person that you can be able to express certain things to, communicate with her very well. A lot of times you may not even feel like she's judging you for the things that you do. It's not hard for you to communicate your feelings, the things that's going on and taking place with you. This is not a difficulty for you when you are looking at the moon in the seventh house solely. Okay, so now if this is being afflicted by some kind of planet, this is going to alter this. It's going to change it up quite a bit. So now you will feel emotionally balanced when you are in a great relationship with a partner. So when you are involved with somebody and things are running smoothly, okay, things are going quite well, you will feel very much emotionally balanced. This is going to bring you joy and peace. But you have to remember that even if this relationship is rocky, you can also still feel a little bit of a balance in the relationship, because it does have to be linked to clinging, comfortability, and clinging on to the past. Things that that were and how they was, opposed to how they actually are right now. So now you can also be and become very famous in this lifetime. This is a placement that can allow you to be very famous in this world. Great at making business deals. These men and women are businessmen and women. Your mother could have been a businesswoman herself. She may have had a lot to say about your relationships when things go on and take place, being very much involved into your relationships, wanting to get to know your partners, wanting to see what they're all about, and really have a lot of beliefs or views on the interaction that you have with your mate. These men and women don't feel comfortable if they're not with a partner. If these men and women are not in a relationship, this can be disturbing to them. This can make them feel off balance. If they're not in a committed relationship, if they're not in a long-term relationship, this is what can throw these men and women off, make them feel very offish, chaotic. It can bother them because they seek out this bond with somebody. This is what they want. You can find yourself taking care of your partner. So you definitely want to look out and watch out for that. There's nothing wrong with doing things for your partner, with your partner, helping your partner out. But you don't want to get to the point where you are hindering your partner from doing what they need to do for themselves. And this is definitely what these men and women can do. Because the moon is involved, you can show up in a kind of way that you are parenting your partner, being that mother figure, being that father figure in a relationship, and really just start doing every and anything for them, providing them with every single thing that they need. Okay, now that's a beautiful thing that you can have that trait embedded in you. But you don't want people to recognize this and see this as weakness. You don't want people to take your kind nature for weakness and take advantage of you. These men and women are adaptable. You can pick up on others' emotional needs and wants. Okay? You can be gentle, caring, giving to other people. These men and women can give of themselves in a sacrificial kind of way. You will put your emotions and needs aside in order to help out other people. So you do need to look towards how you feel, because what goes on here is that you are so adaptable to the point where you can see somebody hurt and see somebody in need. And now you will embrace this, take this shit on into yourself. And now you feel like this is how you feel. These are now your needs. This is what you have to do and things like that in order to make the situation better. So these men and women can have a tendency of not being able to express their own emotions. And this is exactly what we're talking about here. Because you're so in tune with other people's energy and how they feel, it can fuck up how you are actually feeling. Feeling like you have to be of service. Feeling like you have to be the rescue person, the fixer-upper, the one to make everything right. You can take your feelings and put them to the back burner, put them on the back seat, brush them off to the side, and just begin to being of service, being of help, helping them out, making sure shit is good, shit is right. And now this can leave you feeling very much empty inside because your feelings are not being met on an emotional level. You're meeting everybody else's except for your own. So you have to watch that. A fear of being heard or understood is definitely what's going on here. You can feel at times, if you do try to voice your opinions as far as your emotions, this is when things get confusing for others. You can feel like people don't hear you when you are speaking. You can feel like people are misunderstanding what it is that you're trying to communicate out to them, and this can happen quite often. These men and women need a strong support system. This is exactly what you need in your life, and it's not like you need it like I need the fucking support from you. No, you need it so that it can balance you out. All right? You don't know how to express your emotions in the proper way. You don't know how to really dive deep into your own emotions because you're so inclined to help somebody else with their emotions. These are the type of men and women that when somebody's going through a rough time, when somebody's going through a chaotic situation in a storm, they are the ones that are going to accommodate you. These are the people that are going to step up, woman up and man up, and be that support system for you. And these men and women need that same damn thing in return. It should not be one sided or just go one way. It needs to be reciprocated back. This is all. So now these men and women can identify with their partners. The things that go on with their partners, they can begin to identify themselves through their relationships and their partners. So they can lose themselves in a relationship, forget who they are, lose their identity into an intimate relationship, into a partnership, because they are diving completely deep. They want that intimate bond with them. They want to merge and they want to become one. And because of this, they can lose who they are, their ambitions, their dreams, and their goals can now be their partner's dreams and goals. Okay, so you have to detach that little part from it. It's nothing wrong with being a support system for somebody, but you also need that shit back in return. You can seek out relationships that understand your emotional nature. Ideal partners would be someone who is family orientated. So these men and women do need somebody that is family orientated. They are good with kids, love to have a good time, want to go to family reunions and things like that. Really getting involved in the home area, cooking food, making sure the house is well kept up, paying bills, being a team, being a unit, team us. This is what they want. Now, if your moon is negatively afflicted, you could have felt that your emotional needs were not being met early on in life, early on in childhood. Okay, so if this is being afflicted in any kind of way, you could have felt like your mom was a great mom, but you couldn't express things to her. You couldn't say certain things to her, and because of that you could have felt like you were not being heard and you were being misunderstood. Your feelings were being tossed to the side, and because of that you can now just toss your feelings to the side and not really want to deal with them, not really want to fuck with them on that damn level. Okay, so now you can prefer to compromise instead of arguing and going back and forth with people. These men and women need to learn how to express their needs, their wants in an effective kind of way. Creating beautiful memories is what you men and women are all about. You want to be able to bond with somebody on a beautiful level, travel with your partners, be able to do a lot of adventurous things, creating beautiful moments to the point where you can laugh back and look back and laugh about things later, have a good time and talk about the things that y'all did together. This is what they want. This is what will make them happy and fully content. But you do have to learn how to express what it is that you're going through. Even if you feel like people don't understand what it is that you're going through, don't think that people are not hearing what you have to say, because they definitely are listening to you. Okay, these men and women have a fear of that, fearing that people are not hearing them and people are dismissing them, people are ignoring them and neglecting them and rejecting them. So because of this, they will feel very uncomfortable to be able to fully dive deep in their feelings and open up and expose and reveal how they're really feeling deep down inside. But they can help other people get down to the root with what's going on inside with them. So they have to be willing to be able to allow themselves the time to be able to open up, so that this can be more effectively presented when they are speaking with people. So I'm going to leave this on this note for now. In future videos to come, I will be going more into depth into this placement. Please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grimy Gear at www.grimygear.com. If you need a caterer, you can hit me up. I am the Chef Goddess also at supremeroyalcatering@gmail.com. And if you need any work done to your home, your swimming pool, or business, be sure to hit my husband up at aronnesbitt90@gmail.com. So, if anybody would like a birth chart reading, it will be $70 for 2 hours. If you need a Synastry Chart, which is a compatibility chart for two individuals coming together in a relationship, that will be $90 for 2 hours. And if you need a tarot card reading, it will be $30. So this has been a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.